Hello, it's Mark from Oblitify, and welcome back to Doki Doki New Eyes. So, let's continue where we left off. So, I think Monika was just talking about looking at Natsuki or something, and we're still on the third day, so let's continue. Monika looks behind her to check what Natsuki's doing. She raises her voice a little. Yuri, would you mind helping me with a little something? Oh, sure, why not? Just what is she up to? We'll be right back, Natsuki. Natsuki keeps searching for something in the closet, ignoring Monika. We both exit the room. As Monika closes the door, she signs me to go up the stairs. What is she trying to do? What's the matter, Monika? What do you need help with? Haha, I don't really need help. I just felt like talking for a bit. I think I know where this is going. So that's why she wanted to exit the room to talk. Alright then. We both climb up the stairs to the rooftop. There's a cool breeze on the roof. I haven't been up here in ages. Monika closes the door and rests against one of the fences. So, I think we can both agree that Natsuki is different today, right? I think it's safe to assume that, yes. Any idea what it could have caused it? Well, as I said, it could be because of me and how I invited to her home yesterday. Or it could be about Maki. I've never seen her act this way before. It's quite troubling. Well, I just wanted to ask you, to try to understand. I'm not saying you should pester her to tell you what's wrong. And I certainly don't want you to get information from me. But as the club president, it's my duty to make sure that every member is at ease. Was she already nervous when you saw her today? Indeed. She was, well, a little distant. I don't know if I should bring up the talk we had a while she was in the bathroom. It may be a little bit personal, but Monika obviously wants Natsuki to feel better. Ooh, damn, already with a choice. Alright, that's safe. Give me a second. Well, obviously from Doki Doki Literature Club, we know that Monika would already know, sort of. Or, plus, I don't think Natsuki would know, so, because I think, if she is trying to help, we should tell her about it. Plus, I don't think it was that personal. Plus, they're all friends, so, I think I should tell her about it. Well, maybe this is better. She needs to know, I sigh. Well, you know how she left the room a little earlier? I remember. I followed her to the bathroom, because I couldn't bear seeing her like that. She was coughing, and I suspect she was crying a little too. This is none of my business. I totally understand it, but I'm concerned. Because no matter what the root cause of the problem is, such a reaction isn't good. Whether it be about Maki or something else, even love. Love, right? Do you think Natsuki's in love? I take a few seconds to think. Now that I think about it, it can't be just a coincidence. Natsuki started acting this way since Maki joined the club. No, that's definitely not a coincidence. I think she may be. What do you think about it? I thought about it, what you said. I was jealous, you were right. But I wanted the best for Natsuki, so I'll support her. Good. That's exactly the kind of behavior that makes you a great person, Yuri. No, I don't really think so. But thank you, Monika. One day you'll be able to understand that what you see isn't necessarily reality. You're not as bad as you think. I played my hair looking at the horizon. Maybe Monika's right, but I'm happy with my current situation as of right now. And Monika and I stand there for a few minutes, looking at the surroundings, breathing in the fresh air. After a moment, I hear the fence move a little. I turn around to see Monika's waiting for me. We should get going, you know. Natsuki is going to start wondering where we are. That's right. Let's go. We both exit the rooftop. Monika stays behind to make sure the door is closed. A bit unnecessarily concerned, but oh well. It feels good to be back inside. I was getting a little cold out. Monika's humming behind me. She's been awfully a good mood today. It feels off. The recitation most likely altered my vision of things for today, though. I shouldn't trust myself. As soon as Natsuki sees us enter the room, she closes the closet door and walks towards us. You two sure took your time. What do you need help with anyway, Monika? Oh, She looks at me. I sense a cry for help. We had to go check up on the 3rd floor since Sayori got some stuff there. I see. You still took your time though. But what? Did you miss us? Of course. Well, I mean, it's more about the fact that I can't leave the club room if you don't close it, Monika. So I was kind of trapped in here. Honorable motive, indeed. Since you asked so nicely, I'll let you out. Why, thank you, Prez. I'll get going. I'll see you two tomorrow. Before Natsuki leaves the room, I call her. Wait. Do you mind if I walk home with you? I promise things won't end up like yesterday. Is she really hesitating? I guess we can, yeah. I sigh. I'm gonna ask her what's wrong. She's acting more and more distant. I don't like this. We'll both get going then. Monika, you want to come with us? Oh no, it's fine. I still have a few things to finish here, so I'll stay in the club room for a little longer. Go breathe some fresh air, you two. Alright, see you later, Monika. Later! Before exiting the room, I glance at Monika one more time. She winks at me. She presumably wants me to support Natsuki. I'll do my best. Natsuki doesn't say a word on our way out of the building. She doesn't even look at me. I'd like to tell us to say something, but I can't even come up with something myself. Why are things so awkward? Natsuki? She turns around. She was thinking about something else. Would you like to take a little detour at the bridge? It won't take long, I promise. But we said we would talk for a little bit, right? Well. I look at my feet. I understand if you had better things to do, of course. Well, if it doesn't take too long then, sure. I smile to myself. Sweet, let's go then. I lead the way. Natsuki really doesn't look too motivated. I'd love to know what's on her mind. It makes my heart sink to see her like this. It's just horrible to see your friends suffer. The wind makes me shiver, but it feels good to get some fresh, clean air. Natsuki is looking at the sea, not saying a word. Hey, Natsu. She chuckles a little. I already told you. Don't call me Natsu. I know. So about today, I wanted to let you know that if I did anything wrong, I should apologize for that. I know I've been really pushy lately. I'll tell you what's wrong. I can see you feel bad because of me, but things are complicated. There's been quite a lot on my mind lately. First, she takes a deep breath. Let's just say I got yelled at quite a bit yesterday. So of course it made me feel a little bad. That's why I think we should try to hang out a little less. Oh. Oh, not that I want that to happen, of course. But I'd like to avoid hurting my father. You know. It feels like I've been stabbed 1,000 times. I look at Natsuki's face. How can she remain so calm after saying such a thing? But Natsuki... Let me finish. Also, stop blaming yourself all the time. It hurts me, you know? Seeing how much you blame yourself because of me. Stop doing that. She stares at the sky before continuing. There's also that other problem. Don't make fun of me, alright? No. No, I would never make fun of you. The truth is, I can't really understand what I'm feeling. Ever since Marky showed up, I've been acting like an idiot. So I'm sorry, alright? I'm sorry for hurting you, but I don't understand. Why does my heart beat so fast when he's near me? Why does time fly when we're talking? Why do I always see him in my head? It hurts, Yuri. It truly does. Without a word, I hug Natsuki. I don't care how weird it is. I just want to be there for her. I understand, Natsuki. I know how you feel. Don't feel the urge to apologize, please. If I had to stop spending so much time with you for your sake, then I will. Natsuki hugs me back, drying her tears on my shirt. Are you sure? Absolutely. We stay here for a little while, before Natsuki finally lets go of me. Natsuki steps back and looks at me. You know, I'm glad you can understand. It's my duty as your role model, you know? Hey, that's my line. Not anymore. By the way, about Sayori. Has Monika told you anything about her? She did tell me to avoid sharing my poems with her. Why? I was thinking it'd be nice to see her out of school. I'm probably going to see her this evening. You should do the same at some point. I'm sure she'd enjoy that. Oh, of course. Well, then I'll get going. Yuri, thank you. No, thank you for telling me everything. Before she leaves, she tells me one last thing. I was thinking, since we wrote similar poems today, how about we try to write about similar subject again? Something easy to read, not particularly deep. Just to see how we can portray it, you know? That could be a good idea, indeed. She looks at the sea. How about the beach? Isn't it a little cliché? Well, it's simple. And inspiring. Very well. Let's write about the sea then. Natsuki nods and turns around. Before she takes her turn, I see her taking her phone out of her pocket. She's probably going to call Sayori. Why? How come she can't spend time with me, but spend time with Sayori is fine? Did I really do something wrong? No, Natsuki's words sound genuine. I shake my head and I take one last look at the sea. Time to go home. As I take my time to walk home, I find myself thinking about what Natsuki told me. I should take some time to see if Sayori... Maybe it would make her more at ease to see her friends outside of school, without having any pressure. But what are we supposed to do outside of school? We merely talk about the literature when we're in the club room. I have no idea about anything she enjoys. What did Natsuki even plan to do with her? I should have asked her to get a general idea. I sigh. I'll do my best then. I hope she's having an enjoyable evening, at least. I put my bag on the couch, looking out the window. It's not even late yet. I sit down on the couch, taking my book out of my bag. I usually would have finished it a few days ago, but I couldn't bring myself considering the recent events. I cautiously lift my sleeve. Recent events. I shiver a little. I better not think about it. I managed to forget about it since this afternoon. I've got to keep going. I said it wasn't necessary to stop, but if I get the occasion to, I'll seize it. I relax on the couch. I'm only halfway through my book. I guess now's a good moment to progress a little through the story. It isn't long before my mind starts imagining things again. The more I read, the less I'm focused. My mind keeps going back and forth between Natsuki and Maki. I'm nervously tapping my book with my fingers. This situation is irritating me. I can't tell, am I feeling jealousy, anger, or sadness? Is it because my best friend wants to leave me? Because she wants to leave me for the one and only boy whose company I enjoy? This isn't right. Before I know it, I close my book and my face is buried in my hands. No, this isn't right. I get up from the couch. I wander around the living room, looking at everything and nothing at the same time. I can't focus. No matter what I do, it always comes back to the same problems. For someone who's used to a calm and serene atmosphere, this is quite the change for me. I stop in my tracks. I guess I could... maybe. I quickly walk to my room. I open my closet. After a few minutes of rummaging through my clothes, I finally find what I'm looking for. I take off my school uniform and I put a light shirt and track pants I have been keeping in there. Back then, whenever something was wrong, Mum would tell me to go running. Yeah, it's a good thing, you know, when you run, you kind of get your mind off things, yeah. I used to hate it at first, but I realized it's as good as any other way to forget about my problems. As good as... I glanced at my arm. As that. Of course I could just go the easy way and do it again. But it just doesn't feel right. I can't do it now. I feel much better with light clothes on. I haven't run in a while, so I'm not too sure how long I'll last. I guess it will only do me good. I open my door, ready to go out. I walk a little to warm up. The air feels a little different now. It feels a little more fresh. I don't really know where I could run, but I don't want to be around my house right now. I end up meeting Sayori and Natsuki. It'd just be awkward. I break into a small run, heading to the nearest open area. Wow, this looks nice. By the time I arrive, I feel like I've already warmed up. It's a little odd. I haven't exercised in a good month, but I'm still in pretty good shape. My breath is regular. I take the time to look around me. I haven't been in this part of town in a while. It's still as enjoyable as I remember it, though. It smells of flowers. The breeze is on my face. It's such a good feeling. I close my eyes for a few seconds, letting myself get absorbed by the regular rhythm of my breathing. I focus on my steps. I can probably do more than that. I want to be focused on my run. Only my run. Nothing else. Suddenly I speed up to sprint. I can describe how good it feels to be going so fast. The landscape is all blurry around me. My heart is beating so fast I can hear it in my ears. This is what I want. This is what I like about it. Adrenaline. The feeling that you're going beyond your own limits. I spread out my arms to feel the wind. How long has it been already? 1 minute? 5 minutes? I can feel my legs getting tired, but my speed remains the same. It's pretty late. As long as I keep running, I'll keep running. I will keep running. Focus. Focus. I can do this. Oh. Ow. My legs suddenly give up. I didn't slow down, so I lost my rhythm. I tried to do too much. I shouldn't have gotten ahead of myself. Thank God I protected myself with my arms as I fell. My left arm hurts. I think it's bleeding again. But at least my body doesn't hurt. In fact, it feels pretty good. I may have pushed it to the extreme, but maybe it wasn't necessarily evil. At least I feel calmer now. I stumble to get back on my feet. Maybe it's time to go back home now. I feel exhausted. The walk home took considerably more time. I can't bring myself to move my legs fast enough. I really took it too far. I rest my head on my front door for a minute before finally getting back in my house. I feel incredibly dizzy. Part of me wants to write my poem, but I'm pretty sure it'd be better for me to rest. I lazily walk to my room. I let myself fall on my bed. For what it feels like an hour, I just laid there looking at the ceiling. My mind feels like one weird combination of emotions. I feel exhausted, but part of the anger I felt before running is still there. I can't get Maki's face out of my head. Is it wrong? Is it the same for Natsuki? She said she doesn't understand what she's feeling, right? So we're not too sure. It's love. No, we're not sure. One thing's for sure. The run really helped me. I haven't felt this good for a long while. Except maybe for that. Without even noticing, my eyes slowly close and I fall asleep with a smile on my face.
Do you hate me, Yuri? You're looking at your feet.
I think that's the father, I'm pretty sure.
Don't you want to see me?
Why are you going to leave us?
Sadly, I don't have the right to decide about these things.
But why? Why can't I do anything for you?
This is how my life goes.
Did I have that voice? No, it doesn't matter.
There isn't always a happy end. You'll understand it later in your life, sweetheart. Don't cry, Yuri. Please don't cry.
Aww. Oh, what is this? I see a bit of light through my eyelids. Oh, okay. Huh? I touch my cheeks. It looks like my skin is wet. Did I cry during my sleep? I must have had a bad dream. I can't remember much of it though. I wipe my face with my sleeves. I'm still wearing the same shirt as yesterday. I guess I fell asleep immediately after coming back home. I managed to sit on the side of my bed. feel a little dizzy, but a good night's sleep helped me clear my mind a little.
And she also slept on the bed, so that's a bonus, yeah.
I take some time to breathe in a little before finally getting up from my bed. My muscles ache. Maybe I should stretch a little before going to sleep. Better late than never, I guess. I stretch, relaxing my muscle a little. My stomach suddenly growls. I didn't actually eat anything yesterday, did I? I chuckle a little. Better late than never. And I also have to take a shower. And write a poem. And read a bit. I say. I need to manage my time a little better. I start off with breakfast. I'm starving. I open the fridge. There they are, waiting for me. The infamous eggs. I could try cooking them again. I'll have to make sure I don't burn the house down. After all, after a few seconds of serious debate, I grab 2 eggs from the fridge and a frying pan. Eggs, here I come. Soon enough, my meal looks ready. So far, so good. I'm not moving from here. Not until I eat properly. Get to eat properly, yeah. I take the plate out and put my eggs on it. Time to taste my... It tastes good. I made something edible. Ha! I did it. It's such a small accomplishment, but I'm proud of it. It'd probably be pointless to tell anyone else, but I'll remember it. I quickly finish my eggs. After a quick glance at my phone, it is clear I don't have much time until school starts. I don't know, what should I do first? Should I write a poem or just take a shower? It'd most likely be wiser to take a shower. I smell like sweat. It'd just make it harder to concentrate while writing a poem. I enter the bathroom. I have to make it quick. I'll never get tired of taking a nice hot shower. My muscles feel slightly better. I glance at my phone once again. Did I stay under the water that long?
Oh god, there goes your water bill. It's gonna go up. No, okay. Anyway, moving on.
School starts in 10 minutes. There's no way I'll ever find time to write a poem. My last option would be lunch break, but there's nothing wrong with it, actually. I quickly reach for my bag, still on the couch. I look through if I still haven't forgotten anything. At the bottom of it, I spot my blade, still bloody from yesterday. I examined it for a little. No, I won't need it today. I put it on my coffee table and put it away tonight. My run was more than enough to calm me down. Today will go fine, I just know it. I quickly exit my house, locking the door behind me. I'd like to run to school, but people will probably stare at me. And honestly, my legs hurt way too much. I'll just have to pray to arrive on time. At least. Natsuki didn't have to hang out with me this morning. It still hurts to know that she wants to spend less time with me. But it's for her sake, right? I can accept it. I have to accept it. I speed up. As unbelievable as it sounds, I'm on time.
Well, everything's looking good for her. Huh.
And I'm not even out of breath. Impressive. Without waiting, I immediately head for my building. After all, the looks I got for just being a little bit late, I don't want to ever be tardy again. Everyone's already hurrying in class. Thank God. 1 minute late and I would have had to go through all it again. I sit down at my desk. The usual routine.
Hold on, okay.
Everyone's chatting and having fun. I get my notebook out of my bag. I love to start working on my poem, but I just can't feel any kind of inspiration. I rest my head on the palms, looking outside. I wonder if what Natsuki's doing right now. Or Maki. I sigh and look at the board. I guess there's no way for me to know.
Okay.
The school bell startles me. I had almost lost hope. I thought I would never hear it ring at the end of the lesson. I clumsily get up because of my aching muscles. I grab my purse, my notebook, and a pencil from my bag. I'll first get some food. I need it if I want to write properly. Luckily, all the other students are in the yard eating their own lunches. I walk to the vending machine. There isn't a wide variety of goods to choose from, but it will do. I'm not feeling really hungry after all, after this morning's eggs. Now, I need to find us some place to write. I could either go on the roof or in the yard. There are way too many students in the yard, and it could be cold on the roof.
Oh yes, we get a choice. I was hoping for that. Wunderbar. That means wonderful in German. Hopefully. Okay. Let's go on the roof. So, because maybe we'll bump into other people. Plus, I think it'd be nice.
It'd probably be better for me to go on the roof. It may be little bit unsafe for me to stay out in the open for an hour or so. But I'd rather not be around everyone. What if they see me writing a poem? I take a sip of my drink and I head to the staircase, my notebook under my arm. As I walk up the stairs, I stop at the 3rd floor. I could swear I just heard Sayori's voice. It must have been my imagination. Sayori can't be in there, right? The 3rd floor is abandoned. There's nothing to do there.
Oh, that's when she got locked in the room, I think. Oh. Ooh. So she did hear it. Now, imagine if we'd gone to the yard. We would have never heard that. Man.
I shake my hand and I keep walking up the stairs to the roof. The wind is blowing pretty hard, but thankfully I'm the only one here. I put my notebook and my pencil on the floor and I look at the ground. So many students everywhere. What an inspiring view. I said that right, yeah. It feels good to be a bit of height sometimes. I inhale the fresh air and I sit down ready to write my poem. So, the beach, right? I scratch my head, looking for a possible idea. The beach. It's a bit vague subject. There's a lot of different elements that can be portrayed. This is a bit more frustrating than I expected to be. Imposing them themes shouldn't be allowed. I spent a good minute looking at my blank sheet of paper, trying to think of anything that would fit. Suddenly, I snapped my fingers.
And half of the population's gone. Oh, if everyone's seen that, I hope everyone's seen Infinity War, because and I just ruined it.
Of course. I know what I'm gonna write. I quickly start jotting down a few lines. I raise a lot of them, but as always, I end up writing a poem I'm satisfied with.
Okay, oh god.
A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface, under the clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found, one that can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave will send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still build sandcastles. I can stand the foam wraps around my ankles, where the toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes to the ultimate boundary line, tamped with the family trails. I didn't read it. Oh no.
I never got to read it. Even though that was pretty. I'm getting there. One day I'll get it.
It looks good. I managed to use every element I could think about the beach. I sigh. I can't wait to see what Natsuki has prepared. I glance at my phone. It's already this late? I'm having trouble with my perception of time lately. I quickly get on my feet, making sure my poem doesn't fly away with the wind. It's the second time today. I'm always late. I need to focus more. Just like this morning, the students are all getting in the classroom. I finish my drink and throw the bottle in the bin. Just a little bit more time and we'll be able to share poems. I could get used to it, actually. I sit down waiting for the lesson to start. I read my poem about 2 to 3 times, checking for any syntax errors. It's good. I hope Maki will enjoy it. Without even noticing, I find myself smiling as I think about it. I need to stop. This is just weird.
She fall asleep?
I suddenly open my eyes.
Man, she really never pays attention in class. Are you gonna go to uni? I don't know. Okay.
I suddenly open my eyes. The school bell woke me up. I quizzically look around me. So class is over again. I shake my arms. I can feel my hands. I must have fallen asleep on them. I can't feel my hands, sorry. After a quick yawn, I exit the room and I directly head for the staircase. I climb up the stairs. I can't wait to get to the club room. I want to see what everyone else came up with. And I'd love to see what Maki has written for today. As I approach the room, I start humming. Today really feels like a good day. I peek through the door's window. Natsuki's sitting at the table reading a manga. Will it bother her if I enter? She said she wanted to spend less time with me. But this is our club. No, there's no need to be afraid. I open the door and I enter the room. Hey Natsuki! She looks up from her manga and smiles at me.
Hey Yuri! How are you?
I'm fine. And yourself?
All good.
She looks like she's in a good mood today. That's unusual, considering her behaviour yesterday. I suddenly remember our talk at the bridge. Oh, so did you end up seeing Sayori last night? How was she?
Oh, yeah. We got to spend some time together. We went to the cinema and saw a pretty good movie.
Is that so? And how was she feeling?
She was fine. We had some great discussions. And I learnt quite a few things about myself.
Did you? What kind of things?
Just, well, some things, you know. It doesn't matter. Just remember, you should try to spending some time with her too. I'm sure she'd like it.
I nodded at Natsuki. She's been unnecessarily evasive. I guess I can't really ask her to tell me about these things. Anyway, I promised I'd stop. Alright then. Natsuki goes back to her manga. I sit down at the table and I get out a book too. I guess I have some time to kill some time before the others arrive. Maybe I can finally finish my book. I'd like to discuss a little bit more, but I'll have to wait. The club door opens. I raise my head as I notice Sayori enters the club room. I wave at Sayori. She looks incredibly tired. This is unusual. She's still smiling though.
Hello! Hey Sayori, you look a bit tired. Is everything alright?
So it's not just me. Natsuki noticed it too.
Yeah, don't worry. I just have a headache. I'll be better soon.
Make sure you're healthy for the festival, okay?
Don't you worry about that. I'll rest for a bit while the others arrive, if you don't mind.
Natsuki goes back to her manga. Sayori goes to the back of the room. Surprisingly, she doesn't even sit with us at the table. She's silent. She isn't doing anything except staring at her desk. I'm concerned. It's not long before the club door opens again. Maki enters, followed by Monika.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing the piano again?
Yeah.
You must have had a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up the piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
I smiled, Monika. It's obvious she's that grateful for our help. None of this would exist without her. We should be thanking her.
Ah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of the school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
I glanced at Sayori. She doesn't move. I'm not sure she's even listening to us.
Monika, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean about you of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monika.
She's in extremely good mood today. Especially compared to yesterday. Is it thanks to her outing with Sayori maybe?
Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, the jokes make no sense in translation.
Natsuki and I both look at Monika with quizzical looks. Translation? What's she talking about?
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyway.
Natsuki's statement startles me. It surprised me more than it should have. Excuse me?
Where is Sayori anyway?
He looks around the room before finally seeing her. She looks so quiet. It's easy to forget that she's even here. Hopefully Maki will find out what's wrong with her today. It's heart-wrenching to see her like that.
Oh, there you are.
Maki walks over to Sayori with a gentle smile. I stare at him for a few seconds before Monika leans closer to me.
Yuri.
Huh? I wasn't staring, don't worry.
No, I don't really mind that. It's just since you were here before me. Have you noticed anything strange with Sayori lately? She's even quieter than usual, and she doesn't look fine to me.
Oh. Well, she greeted us with a smile on her face as usual. But something was different today. She didn't even sit with us at the table.
I've noticed that. Has she said anything in particular? Did something happen today?
Monika's question seems a little too personal. Maybe she should be asking Sayori directly, but I can understand her concern. I don't know at all. I haven't seen her before she came in the club room. I'm sorry, I'm not really useful.
No, don't worry. You tried your best.
Monika turns around and walks to her desk. A few seconds later, she's joined by Maki, who seemingly looks concerned. What did Sayori tell him? I take a step forward to approach her. I want to help her. Before I even take another step, Natsuki stops me.
Don't. I think it'd be better for Maki and Monika to take care of her. Why don't we go outside for a little bit?
I nod, not fully understanding the situation. I am in. Natsuki would be the first one to help someone like Sayori. So why doesn't she want to try? We both exit the room.
So, you know how I went to the cinema with Sayori yesterday? Before you ask, no, I won't tell you what I've learned. But at some point, we happened to talk about Maki. And Sayori, well, she was all happy and cheerful as usual, but I could sense something was wrong. Don't you think she's been acting weirder and weirder these last few days?
Indeed. I was just talking about it with Monika. I don't want to make it sound like I'm minding other people's business, but I'm concerned. And there's nothing I can do about it. I thought flashes across my mind. Back when I saw Sayori's cut. Why didn't I do anything? Even though cutting makes some people feel good. It made me realize it's not healthy. I've been stupid.
Yes, there is something you can do about it, Yuri. And we talked about it already.
I try to remember the latest talks we had. What I can do about it. I'm powerless in this situation.
Can't remember?
I'm sorry. I really can't.
God, what did I tell you yesterday? We have to try seeing her outside of school. She's our friend, right? So why don't we do what real friends do? Our outing at the cinema was really entertaining, and I believe Sayori enjoyed her time out. Well, despite her behaviour when we mentioned Maki.
Natsuki sighs.
Don't you think that's the least we can do for her?
That makes sense. You know, I'd love to be closer to Sayori sometimes. And even closer to Maki. Natsuki's expression suddenly changes.
Let's just keep it at Sayori, alright?
So I'm not even allowed to talk about him? I'm happy for Natsuki and a newly found friendship. But this is a little too much. Alright, yes, Sayori. Do you think she actually likes spending time with me?
Why do you think I asked you to spend some time with her? We're all in the same club, aren't we? This isn't a pure coincidence, Yuri. This is fate. So have a bit of confidence and go show how much you enjoy your friendship.
Natsuki unexpectedly poetic today. This is deep, Natsuki.
I know. I should teach you my ways one day.
I sarcastically chuckle. Of course. Natsuki goes back in the classroom. I stay behind her for a few seconds. Natsuki is right. I should show Sayori that our friendship counts. I've never been good at showing my emotions, but Sayori needs it. However, something in this conversation left me feeling something bitter. Why can't I talk about it, Maki? Hey, he's merely a member of our club. I'm allowed to appreciate him, right? I shake my head, trying to forget Natsuki's sudden reaction. I'm free to talk about whoever I want. As I enter, I see Monika talking to Sayori at the back of the room. Maki's sitting at the table looking at nothing in particular. He looks lost. Is he really that worried about Sayori? I stand there for a few seconds staring at him. I like to tell him everything is fine, that I'll take care of Sayori. But really, who better than him to do that? He's known her for many years, so many years. Before I can end the ongoing debate in my head, Natsuki shyly approaches Maki. I move away. I don't want to hear what they're talking about. I may end up getting curious and probably ask Natsuki about it. It's not worth the risk. I look around the room. Natsuki and Maki are talking. Monika's still whispering something to Sayori. And I'm just standing here, looking at everyone. This is awkward. I sit down looking at the floor. I want to grab my book and read it, but just like everyone every single time, the closer I'm getting to the end,
Oh.
the more I don't want to end it. It's a paradoxical feeling. Monika finally stands up, glancing one time at Sayori before walking towards me. I inquisitively look at her. It looks like she understands my concern. She sits down next to me and smiles.
I just had a talk with Sayori.
I was that, yes?
I think it was how was that? Yes?
How is she?
From what I've seen, she's fine. Maybe just being a little tired or low, but who doesn't every now and again?
Ah, I see what you mean, yes. But doesn't she want to join us now? Because it still doesn't explain why she's away from us.
Oh yeah, that. Well, I think I can guess why she's feeling a little distant.
Is that so? How come, then? My tone probably sounds awfully curious, but I don't mind. I'm concerned. Nobody can say the contrary.
I'm sorry, I don't think I can tell you anything about it. Not now, at least. Maybe you should ask her about it tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Natsuki thinks I should show my friendship to Sayori. Do you think I should do that? Do it?
Definitely.
Monika, instant reaction startled me. Really? But I don't know much about her. Won't it be a little awkward?
Yuri, you're supposed to be the most poetic one here. Friendship defines both words and logic. It doesn't matter if you don't know much about her, or if you don't feel like it'll be awkward. As long as you show her your true feelings, and as long as you show up who you are and what you can do for her, then you're her friend. And a good friend on top of that.
I'm lost for words. What Monika just said was genuinely made me smile. Friendship defies both words and logic. It makes sense. Maybe I should just trust myself. I nodded at Monika, smiling at her. Monika, thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm just being logical.
She glances behind me.
It's time to get started with our poems. Yeah, we got to read some poems.
Monika walks away and gets ready to call everyone. I slowly walk to the main table, glancing at Sayori as I do so. It'll be fine. She'll be fine today after what Monika told her. I turn my head back to Monika.
Okay everyone, why don't we share our poems now?
I open my bag to grab the poem I wrote during lunch break. I'm proud of it. And I'll soon get to know what Maki's done. Has he improved over time? I'm pretty sure he did. Even if he's getting inspired by Natsuki's style, he's still improving. I glance at him. He immediately walks towards Natsuki, ready to share his poem. I was expecting that. I'll just wait for him to choose me after her then. As usual, Monika approaches me, obviously wanting to share a poem. This is becoming a habit. I wait for her to hand it to me.
I can't wait to hear what you think about it.
Haha, as usual, I guess. Did you have any particular idea for your poem?
Well, just read it. You'll tell me if you understand.
Sure.
An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else have failed me, when all others have turned away, the legends is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind cease to blow, I fall. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that one. Huh. Okay. Huh? Can you skip? Okay.
Her poem was lengthy today. I felt different. Something about it is unsettling. I have to admit, I like it less than the one from yesterday. I couldn't really understand the subject, nor I could feel anything in particular in it. This is bothering me. What am I supposed to tell Monika? I worriedly glanced at her. She's always so happy and proud of her poems. It would be awfully mean for me to tell her I didn't like it. But I have to be honest. If I'm not honest,
Okay, cool. We're good.
then this club has no point. What am I supposed to do?
Yuri, is everything alright?
Huh? I jerk my head up. I have no choice then. Yes, everything's fine. I was just thinking. Monika, are you sure it's fine to give you my honest opinion? Will you hate me because of it?
My, Yuri. I've already told you, if I didn't want an honest opinion, I'd ask someone else. Judging from the face you're making right now, I'm guessing my poem isn't really good, is it?
No. I look down, trying to keep a neutral expression. I haven't said it's bad. Alright, I'll try to give you as much constructive criticism as possible.
Okay, I'm listening.
The first thing that struck me is when I read your poem was the rhythm. Comparative to the ones you wrote before, I think this one is different. It's not bad, it's just not precise, and it bothered me while voicing it in my head. Next, the length. I had to turn it over to keep reading it. I know some poets like to write long poems, and I totally respect it. However, when you want to convey emotions and ideas, it's better to keep it short and powerful. You tend to easily forget the details you wrote at the beginning, and it ends up being hard to follow for the reader. As I was getting to the end, I had already forgotten about the start. And finally, the subject itself. I understand that you wanted to make it abstract, maybe to hide its real meaning, or give it some more charm. However, I feel that like you mix too many abstract and concrete elements in here. It made me unable to understand whether you were talking about the same something symbolic or possibly contemptible. Oh no, that's a big word. Well, to conclude, I'd say your poem definitely isn't bad. It's merely less consistent than the ones you've written before. I enjoy it though. But something tells you weren't really into it when you wrote it, am I right? I stop staring at the poem and I look at Monika. She's attentively listening to me and smiling. I take a few seconds to realize how big of a monologue I just recited. Oh my, did I just monologue again? I'm sorry, I had so many things to say.
It's fine. I've really liked hearing your thoughts. Everything you said made perfect sense. I tried something a little different, but I guess I have my own style after all. I'll try rewriting this one sometime. And about the last inquiry. Yeah, I wasn't too focused when I wrote it. I had some things on my mind. I'll do my best to bring an interesting poem for the festival.
I'm sure you'll write something great, Monika. I'll be cheering you on.
Haha, thank you, Yuri. Your turn now. I'm curious what you've written for today.
Oh, I hesitate for a few seconds. Natsuki and I decided to write about the same subject. I'm sorry if it might say stereotypical.
No, Yuri. That'd be up to me. I'll give you my honest opinion too.
Finally, I hand my poem. She puts hers away and starts reading mine. She looks incredibly focused as she was trying to understand every single word I wrote. Monika's face is so funny when she's focused. It's almost cute. She suddenly perks her head up and stares at me intently.
I don't know what to make it. It sounds like I'm begging, but Do you think you could teach me some of your techniques someday?
Huh? I don't know how I should answer. Is Monika merely teasing me, or does she really want me to do it? I'm yearning to do it. I'd love to share my passion with someone. Try to conceal my smile, but I don't last 5 seconds. Sure, I mean, it'd be a good idea. But your style is great, and I'm sure we could do some amazing things together. If you want.
For real? Thank you. I'd love learning a thing or two from your writing. I know it's not really your writing in a way, but...
She practically mumbles her last part, making unable to understand the rest of her sentence. Pardon?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just saying nonsense.
She hands me my poem, looking a little embarrassed.
Truth is, I was trying to imitate your style with my poem. I didn't really succeed. That's why I hoped you'd teach me some interesting things.
I'm flattered by Monika's revelation. I shyly smile at her once again. I do look forward to working with you. She turns around, gently humming. I should be grateful for having such wonderful friends. No matter how bad things get, they're always there for me. If they weren't there, I'd be all alone. I smile to myself. I'm a lucky person. I grab my book. I don't know how long it would take for Maki to talk to Natsuki. As soon as I think about him, my hands freeze. I had to manage to forget about him, but it's just, calm down. I'll just read for a little bit. From the corner of my eye, I spot him walking towards me, waving. I close my book and I try to smile. I'm conflicted. After what he said yesterday, and how he didn't agree with my arguments, how can I say no to his smile? Even his writing is becoming more and more interesting. This is unfair. He hands me his poem, looking away. Without another word, I start reading it.
Alright, let's see what the list he got today. Alright, kawaii, kiss, mushroom, melody, milk, mouse, nibble, nightgown, pop-up, parfait, playground, poof, pout, puppy, swimsuit, shopping, skipping, socks, spinning, sticky. Oh, no picture again. I'm disappointed. Oh man, guess he didn't get time to write it. I mean, draw it.
Once again, I'm feeling conflicted. I can't help but let my personal feelings get in the way. His style of writing is clearly starting to look like something.
I know, it's getting a bigger list. I think it was a bigger list this time.
However, there's something looks awfully close to Natsuki. It shouldn't bother me, really. But it is. But I don't know. I don't think it's fitting for his personality. I silently apologize to Natsuki in the back of my head. Decided to try something different today.
I guess so. Is it that good or bad?
Well, neither. I have my preferences. But it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. Or good until now. I'm not letting my personal interests get in the way of here. It's making me sound awfully cold. I hope I'm doing the right thing. I understand why he's trying to imitate her style, but the goal is to find his own style. Getting inspired is good, however imitating isn't. As always, I believe what the most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Yeah? Why me? I look at the ground. Why? Why is he scared of disappointing me? It can't be because he's afraid of my opinion, right? Or is it because he actually wants to impress me? No, that's just stupid. He tried to impress Natsuki, right?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so? I nervously played my hair. Of course, This is how he sees me. I'm not a know-it-all or someone who'd purposely be mean to someone else. This is nothing but pure speculation. We've barely spoken after all. That must be terrible.
Eh?
For me to have to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri. It's not as bad as you making the sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sort of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked. My eyes suddenly widened. This isn't what I was supposed to be talking about. I don't dare look at Maki's face. I probably just sound miserable. I have friends here. I don't need more, right? What I said wasn't true. No, it wasn't. I'm not...
Yuri.
What? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Luckily,
Maki doesn't look too bothered. He quickly changes the subject. I'm relieved. I don't know if he's trying to do this for me, but I'm grateful.
alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here. I hand him my poem, crossing my fingers with my free hand. Natsuki's poem dealt with the same subject, so he'd probably prefer it. But I know he's gonna have an objective look at it, yeah. At least, I hope so. A few minutes pass before he finally stops reading. He's just standing there looking at me. Won't he say something?
Okay.
Am I supposed to talk first here? I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
You say that you didn't even want to write about it.
Oh, so Natsuki hasn't told him about that little literary argument then. Oh, you haven't heard. After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such a different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again.
I see.
His reaction is awfully mundane. It's like he doesn't even really care in the end. He hasn't really said anything about the poem itself. I suppose to better compare the difference in our writing style or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. I'm sounding like an idiot, aren't I? I can't just talk about Natsuki like that. But something just compels me to try and justify myself. I don't want Maki to hate me, but I don't want Natsuki to hate me either. It's hard to please everyone. It's too hard. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing.
I sigh as Maki turns around.
Alright, I think I'm going to end it here. So tomorrow we'll pick up with Natsuki and Yu sharing their poems with each other. So in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you're subscribed, smash that like button right now. It'd be very helpful. And as always, Oblitify out. Pachoo! So tomorrow we'll pick up